Now, how do you know when to take a break from the gym? Here's 5 tips so that way you know when you need to take a break. The first tip is going to have to be constant exhaustion. So if you're always tired, if you're doing your normal day-to-day tasks and you find yourself more sleepy than usual, then we know that you probably need to take a week off. Maybe you could take this week to focus really hard on diet or how to grocery shop more efficiently. Second tip is going to have to be feeling more weak than usual. If you notice that your warm-up sets are really hard and then your working sets are also way heavier than they were last week, especially if you've done that weight already before and it was easy in the past, then you know that it's time to take a little bit of a break. Maybe you could go get a deep muscle massage or something like that to help loosen things up and get recovered for that next week. The third tip is going to be joint pain. So if you wake up and your knee just randomly hurts, and then all of a sudden your elbow just randomly hurts at some point in the day, and things are just flaring up on you for really no reason, it's because your body's telling you need to take a little bit of a break and recover those joints and those ligaments and stuff inside of your body so that way they can be ready for the next set of super heavy training. And for this week, once you're on the deload, you could maybe pick up some light hiking, go and walk around up in the hills or wherever in your neighborhood. The fourth tip is going to be if your drive is just gone. So I'm not saying if you have no motivation, like if you are going to the gym consistently and you're really enjoying it and you can't wait to go back, and then all of a sudden you wake up and you could care less if you go or not, that is a sign also that you need to take a deload week and recover and relax. Because if it's here and then it goes down a little bit and you have to kind of force yourself to go, but it ends up being a good workout anyway, that's fine. But if it's like here and it drops all the way down to 0 and you don't want to go at all or even get out of bed, that's a problem. And you're going to have to take a week off and recuperate and relax. Tip number 5, and the last one, is going to be if your sleep starts to get disturbed. So if you're getting terrible quality sleep, but for no reason, if you're not drinking caffeine after 5, if you got a good sleep hygiene routine, and you're going to bed at the same time every night, trying to get 8 hours, but you're still tossing and turning, not sleeping well, waking up exhausted, these are also, again, more signs that you need to take a week off from the gym, recovery, recuperate, and then once your sleep gets better through the next week, then you're ready to hit it the following week just as hard as you were before. I know that if you're really focused and you've really been trying hard at the gym, taking a week off from it is really counterintuitive, but trust me, you need it because the body rides this cycle of damage, overcompensation for recovery, and then you ride this wave up, right? But it's not constantly going up. Sometimes it'll just stop. And then if you keep training when it stops, it'll start to go down and you'll actually lose strength and muscle mass. So recovery is important. The body needs adequate rest to come back and be stronger. If you're noticing these signs, you need to take at least a week off. And if you still have to do something, if you still choose to go to the gym during that week you should take off, cut everything in half. So 50% of the load, 50% of the reps. And then at least you're still in the gym doing something, but nothing that's going to damage you more while you're trying to recover that week. For myself personally, what I do, how often I take a deload, it depends on what program I'm doing. So if I'm doing one of my favorites, 5-3-1s, boring but big, I'll take a deload week every 9th week of training. But if I'm doing a super high volume bodybuilding split, so my reps are in the 12 to 15 to 20 range for every set, then I'm going to take a deload week every 5th week because that's when I notice my joints and stuff start getting really messed up is on that 4th week. So you may be different for you. You may not feel these signs, but it's good to take a deload week at least once every 2 months, right? So that way you can get some good recovery, you start getting some good sleep, you can focus on your nutrition, and maybe even just try something new, pick up a new hobby. But if you watched this and it helped you out at all, I appreciate you stopping by, and yeah, I'll see you again when I make another one.